A few months ago, Pi came down to Puerto Rico and shamed me.
Yeah, he did.
In a competition.
No! Oh! 70-30.
But then I flew to California to your studio. We competed again, and I was shamed once more.
What is going on? I'm done. I'm retired from photography.
No, sit your butt down, Lee Morris.
But this time, Pi's back in Puerto Rico. I'm gonna get the help of Patrick.
And together we can both be shamed by Pi.
Yes. All right. Let's see if one of us can beat Pi today.
A couple of months ago, I met this guy named John who has this incredible property in Old San Juan that we're at right now. What was the story he's telling us? This is like a rum baron's house or something?
It's unbelievable, and it's up for rent on Airbnb.
Yeah.
And so we'll put a link in the description.
So what are the rules here?
All right, I'm gonna go with 5 minutes to get your shot.
Let's do one shot only.
One location, one
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 concept.
shot is all you get.
Okay.
None of this 3-shot comparison, one shot.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm gonna say you can use anything in or around this building, inside it, right outside, or the rooftop. Anything in this general area goes.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
I can't lose again.
All right, so I'm gonna take a bit of a gamble here. I'm gonna go to the roof.
Wait.
What are you doing?
Your lighting assistant's here.
My game plan here is, I know they've been scouting out this first level, and I know Pi loves the natural light and all the soft light and all this bull.
I love all light.
I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna throw all the marbles on the table. Is that the phrase? So I'm gonna go out in the middle of the day. It's like 3 o'clock, hard sun. I'm gonna try to take Stephanie. That's the girl I'm gonna use.
Yeah.
We actually have 2 models. Have we told people that yet?
Nobody gives a crap about how difficult it was to
I
get your shot.
know people don't care how difficult it is, but I'm trying to push myself. I'm trying to do something that I normally wouldn't do.
Okay, let's put all your marbles on the carpet and go.
They're already up there on the roof. All right, so to get up to the roof, we have to go up this crazy little corridor. It's almost like we're going up a castle. The marbles are up here. All right, so this is our model, Stephanie.
Hi.
You're like, what, 7 feet tall?
5'9".
5'9", don't give it away. My goal out here is I think we have all of this cool rustic vibe and color. I just love the beat up look of this roof. And I love the dress that she has on. It's got so much color. I'm gonna go for more of a fashion shoot. I'm gonna try to use one hard light. When does my time start, right now?
5 minutes on the clock. Here we go. There's a B10 in here.
Yep.
Okay, now I've never used one of these, so you're gonna have to show me how.
All right, I'm at 8.5. So I don't wanna max this thing out because I know it's gonna slow me down and I need to take a lot of photos. However, it's super bright out here, so it may need to be really bright. Let me get you right up against this wall, and I'm just gonna have you doing things here. My goal is the sun's gonna hit you from this angle. I'm gonna pound you with light here, so this will actually be your key light. We'll kind of be overpowering the sun, and I think we can get some really cool shots.
How's my pounding position?
6 feet higher, maybe. I want it to be really hard light coming as if there was the sun.
Oh.
So tilt
okay.
it back down. Hi.
I got this, bro.
You got it? All right. So to start off, I'm gonna go to 2/50th of a second. That's my highest sync speed. That's gonna kill the most amount of ambient light. And I think I'm gonna have to be around f8. I don't know, I'm at like the lowest ISO. Let's see what we got here. So this shot here is just the natural light. Let me turn on my B10. Do a little test. And you can see it's now the most powerful light in the scene. But what I wanna make sure I do is I wanna make sure my model, Stephanie, keeps her nose facing that light. That's gonna give the most flattering light. So it's definitely high, which means she has to stretch her face towards the light, but it's gonna give that really high fashion look.
So the technique that Patrick is utilizing here is called pay $500 for a beautiful mansion, then find the place possible and take pictures. Is there a shorter way of saying that?
No, that was pretty dead on. Here's what I'm gonna do, Pi. I'm gonna use this fancy ladder over here and I'm gonna get her to like almost hang on the ladder as if she's looking over the city.
I think you should get the AC units.
All right, do we have the air conditioners in this shot? All right, Stephanie, we only have like 2 minutes. So I'm gonna have you climb up here. And I have this nice highlight here. I don't know if you can see the shadow from the roof line is cutting into this wall here, and this wall looks really awesome. Yeah, let me get you to kind of hang out this way. Pi, bring the light around. I almost want the light right where I am. And let me do a test shot here. What's cool is this light's also throwing shadows on this wall. So essentially what I'm doing is almost like this sky is a fill light and then this is my hard light. So it's like a 2-light setup, Pi.
So we're 15 minutes in.
We're not 15 minutes in.
He's got 20 seconds left.
Perfect.
And we said we were gonna take
shoot wide and...
One image, or at least submit
This is one image, this is one location.
I've heard...
I'm working through this. I'm done early. Oh, look at that. I didn't even need my full 5 minutes. How did you feel it went? Did that go well?
Yeah.
Yeah?
She's literally paid to say that.
Patrick's pictures look all right, I must admit, they're kind of cool, but it's very strange that he chose to shoot outside on some crappy wall when we have this incredible space. So I've been walking around trying to find some sort of composition that at least shows the craftsmanship and where we are. I was hoping maybe I could just shoot down this entire hallway, but it's so contrasty with natural light coming in, and then it's so shadowy here. I was having a hard time making that work. So I think I found a shot right over here. I'm going to get Stephanie to lean up against this, and I'm actually going to shoot her from this bedroom. Now the problem I'm going to run into is this is extremely backlit. So I'm going to have to do something with the B10 here. And for the first type of lighting, I think I'm just going to try to bounce it off of this wall here. So I'm just gonna flip this around and do something like this. And I'm gonna just start at level 6, but of course I can control it with the remote. So I'll change it as I'm shooting.
Stephanie looks incredible right now. I'm just, you look amazing. Prepare to look a little worse.
So Stephanie's right outside here, and I'm going to take this first shot. Just come on right through my frame, Pi. I'm gonna take this first shot without the flash, just so you guys can see what this looks like. I'm shooting at f2.8 just because I want to have that shallow depth of field and show the depth that we have with this shot. So let me do a test shot here.
Do you need any help, buddy?
No, I don't want you to have the potential to sabotage me. How much time have I already lost?
That was 30 seconds. You got 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
No, okay. We gotta hurry. We gotta hurry. 3, 2, 1. So guys, this is what it looks like natural light. You can see that we have a lot of interest going on, even on the ground. We've got that backlight coming in, it looks nice, but of course we have very little light on Stephanie. So I'm gonna flip on this light. Let's take one more test shot here. Keep shaking your head, Pi. Oh, Pi, you're in trouble. You are in trouble.
I learned from our last 2 competitions that when you say I'm in trouble, I'm actually doing real good.
I'm in trouble. Come out here and let me show you what good lighting looks like, Pi.
Show me what good lighting looks like.
Look at what I'm gonna do here. I've got a grid going in here. So before I was bouncing the light off of the wall and I'm getting really soft light coming from above, right? Now I'm mixing it up. I'm going to be firing this directly at Stephanie. How much time do I have?
1 minute and 45 seconds.
Oh my gosh, okay. Gotta hurry up. Is that pointed at you or need to go down more? Oh no.
I could help you if you like.
No.
Stephanie, you're actually helping him. That's so sweet of you.
Be quiet.
Okay.
Where's my camera?
Now, if I were you, I would walk directly in front of your camera while you're shooting.
That's what you would do?
Well, that's what you did to me.
No, I wouldn't do that. Nice. Kind of torque that knee across a little bit more. That's perfect.
That would be time.
That's it. Okay, I'm done.
That actually looks pretty nice. The thing is, though, is that you still haven't yet that up in post-production.
Well, now that I've learned how I've lost the last 2 competitions in post, I'm gonna take it easy. I'm gonna take it easy in post.
I got some presets you could use.
Oh, thank you, Pi.
Everybody, this is Kaylee. Kaylee, say hi to the camera. This place has incredible natural light, and I have no clue what these 2 guys are talking about. So look, I love lighting, and we teach all about lighting, and I'm a lighting guy, but I'm not gonna bust anything out unless I have to, and here we're not going to. So we got 5 minutes to get our shots. I wanna shoot you and Stephanie in that 5 minutes, if it's possible.
What happened to the rules of 1 photograph per person? How is it like Patrick's taking pictures by a wall and on a ladder? Now you're taking pictures of both models? This is not part of the rules.
Pretty much changed the rules when he got 400 shots on his D850. I'm gonna use my 5 minutes.
Okay.
I'm gonna get 2 awesome shots.
All right.
Actually, I will get more.
You know what?
People will see in the video that we'll have plenty more, but for the competition, I'll pick 1. So quickly, let me just explain what we're doing here. So the light is coming through from this side. It's kind of has this nice little bit of overcast right now. It's coming through the windows. We have beautiful depth behind us, and you'll notice that there's a very bright doorway in the very back. So what I want to use is that light coming through the back and place Kaylee directly over the center of the frame, because that's going to be the brightest area of the frame. We're going to put Kaylee also in this little spot of light right here so that she's highlighted. Now I'm shooting on a 24mm and on my Canon 5D Mark IV. Lee talked so much that he used up all the light, which means that I'm at 1600 ISO and 2/50th of a second.
I used it all up.
He literally
There's
used up
no more left for you.
all of the sunlight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too bad sunset is literally in 2 hours from now. Set my timer for 5 minutes.
Okay, 5 minutes and counting.
Okay. Kaylee, scoot this way a tiny bit. All right, now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have you do a little twirl, your hands are gonna be up, and I'm gonna get my position real quick. So scoot a tiny bit in where, yes, just hold the pose, kind of go up onto the tiptoes, extend and arch, and get the hands up, kind of be in a mid twirl, mid something.
Dude, if Pi wins with this, I'm retiring all over again. I said I was gonna retire last time, but this time I mean it. Are you happy with this? Are you happy with a strange side lighting like that? You think that's flattering lighting on someone's face?
This looks amazing. Don't listen to what he's saying.
Really?
I've learned from the last 2 competitions that he's lost that he's full of It's a literal fact.
I mean, I like this idea, but wouldn't it be better with good lighting?
I want you to bring your chin over to the window a little bit.
What's this down here? Oh, my bad.
Right there, do that step, and then look right towards the window.
So let me just say,
Perfect, got it.
when Patrick and I did this, we were kind of teaching a lesson. We were actually learning something about photography and lighting. He's just taking snapshots in the middle of a hallway.
And let the legs
This
kind of
is
kick
totally
out,
different.
kind of beautiful.
I will say, at least Pi has nice flattering light now. But it seems that Pi has abandoned the
Look out
first
the window for a second.
concept.
Look out the window. There you go, beautiful.
Okay,
let's keep moving.
Wait a minute. Wait,
Kaylee, can you come over to this side? What's up?
how many different shots are you taking
As many
here?
as I got in 5 minutes. So let's go onto the balcony.
What's the time check?
8 seconds.
I get an extra minute.
Fine, I'll give you an extra minute, even with your cheating.
There's a beautiful location right here. It's perfectly backlit. We don't need to use any gear whatsoever. We're just gonna take some nice shots. In fact, there's actually some beautiful fill coming off the wall. We have a perfect backlit sun. We have this beautiful Puerto Rico over here on the left side. I'm gonna show you how you can do it without $10,000 of gear.
Okay.
Okay, bring the hand up to this wall and kind of lean into it a little bit. Lean into that wall. I love it. I'm done.
Oh, now you're done. You're 2 minutes over. It's fine. I'm not even gonna complain about that. But what I will complain about is shooting 2 different models in 3 different locations. Patrick and I did not do that.
They saw the video. When they see those shots, they're gonna be really quite nice.
Well, what is the shot? You can only submit 1 picture.
I can only submit 1, but in the video, they're all gonna see how much better I am than you.
All that matters is who wins the actual voting competition. That's all that matters.
Well, I gotta go figure out the best one.
All right, me too, me too. All right, guys, we are back here in the studio.
It's been a rough, like, 12 hours.
Oh, really?
I feel like it.
Been worried about this?
I mean, not today, but on the car ride home. Yeah,
See,
you guys-
I feel like my spirit was broken so hard in the last 2 competitions with you. I can't go any lower. I've reached rock bottom.
And I feel like just the fact that it takes both of you to try to beat me, I already have a good excuse to like lose.
I'm only competing with
Yeah,
myself.
we're not
here.
competing 2 versus 1 though. If Patrick wins, he's not gonna be like, Fstoppers wins. He's gonna
No.
be like, Lee lost, I lost,
Absolutely.
I won.
You're not on the same team.
No,
this
not
is
in this.
every man for
no.
himself.
Every man for himself for sure. So we each edited 1 picture last night, right when we got back from shooting, and we put them up online, and people have been voting for 12 or 16 hours now, but we have not looked. So we do not know.
I looked at the back end. I think the sample size, at least for which image is best, is like around 1,200.
That's really good.
That's a large amount. So.
Okay, yeah, especially for how short it's been. Okay, so I'll go first here. As you guys saw, I was the only one that actually followed the rules, and I took a picture of 1 girl in 1 location. I did 2 different types of lighting with this shot. The first one was a bounce light off of like a ceiling and a wall, and it created softer light that kind of lit up the entire scene overall. This is a wide shot that I took, and I was in a bedroom shooting out of the doors, and I shot this one wide. I think this one turned out okay, but then I decided to throw a grid on the light, point it directly at my model. I'll get much more of a spotlight, And, there's aspects of this I like and aspects of it that I don't like, but this is what I chose, and I went with a vertical image. And then for my edit, if you scroll over, you can see I cropped in a bit. I fixed some vertical and horizontal lines a bit, and added a slight effect in alien skins exposure X4 or 5, whatever they're up to now.
That's on the pillows?
That's the
your
other
pillows
thing.
change colors.
Yeah, I did change the pillows colors. I felt like with the pink and the yellow, I felt like the blue was a little bit more complementary or something. I don't know, it kind of matched the pot and stuff, and my eye didn't jump right to it.
I like her pose. I think her legs look really nice.
Yeah.
She just looks kind of blank. Like, she looks like the sad girl in the windowsill.
I agree. I feel like out of our 3 shots, this is the weakest pose and expression. I feel like this is the most posy, the most robotic, and I feel like, although I think the model looks nice, she does not look as comfortable in this shot as the shots that you two got.
One of the interesting things was when we posted this to my Facebook, and I said, go vote, all of my fans, some of the people that follow like all of my work and tutorials and everything, were like, that's Pie's shot.
Yeah, it's so obvious. Get him, Pie.
It's clearly obvious that
It's not even competition for Pie.
What's scary about that is a lot of Pie's audience, I feel like, will vote for Pie so that he will win again.
Right.
Which means you actually might win this.
There's a chance of that. The funny thing is that we were having this conversation. You have super fans that love you, and I think it's because you do a lot of technical teaching and stuff, so people follow you and they want to be like you. With me, I do lots of controversial stuff. I'm doing these critiques and I'm talking trash on other people's work. So I think I have fans that like enjoy what I have to say, but nobody's rooting for me to win. No one. Like if my fans could recognize my image, they would pick yours as the winner just to watch me squirm. That's the relationship that I have.
The next shot is my wide shot. Now, this was one of the shots that was in my top 3 that I thought of submitting.
So this is funny because Patrick started assisting me. You didn't even want to be a photographer. You started assisting me, and I taught you to shoot exactly like me, but then we both trained as photographers together, and like all of our shoots were together, all of our test shoots were together. If you were shooting, I'd assist you. This shot, the lighting, the composition, the pose, is identical to the shot that I took of Justin in the last competition that made me lose, that everyone hated so much. It's so
It's
similar.
just a wide, what did you call it? A wide up-down shot?
Yeah,
Bottom
but
up.
with
Bottom
an
up.
angle of a roof, with a dark blue sky,
So,
with a hand on the
I
hip.
liked this angle because the sunlight's to the left and it's hitting the left side of the frame, which allowed me to put her in shade and then pound her with the hard light.
Well, explain to us your artistic choices in terms of like the air conditioner and the satellite dish.
To me, it's rustic and it's an urban environment and it's juxtaposing her in a fashion dress. Like, there's a lot of images like this that makes no sense. I think it gives character. I would have edited this where I probably would have pulled down the air conditioner. This was the shot where, this is the before, and then you can go to the next one if you want, go to the after. I just cropped in a little tighter. She just gave me this really strong look, and I thought it felt like a fashion image. I felt like her clothing really popped, and it wasn't like too model-esque. It had the grunginess that I liked. I removed it. You can go back and forth. There was like a cable box by her dress that I removed. Maybe you'll argue that I didn't take enough out. I just thought this was grungy enough, but it still showed a beautiful girl with a dress. This felt like a fashion image that I would be proud of, and I love the hard light. I love the light coming across, the diagonal light from the sun in the left. Now she's completely in shadow. All the lighting on her is from the strobe. I just looked at this and I kept going back and forth and I was like, I think this is the strongest image that I took.
I think of the day, 100%, this is the best pose and expression.
I agree. I mean, this almost looked like a completely different person to me. And I think she looks much better than she does in my shot. I also love that diagonal line in the background from the sun. I think that's awesome. I dislike this white pipe thing that you left. I just wish you had taken that out. This small diagonal line that's right at the bottom, I wish you had taken that out. And then this noose in the upper left, I wish you had somehow taken that. That looks like you could have just moved that before you took the shot. I really like the grungy background with the paint on it and everything. I think that looks cool, but I do not think...
I just didn't want to start
pipes look
undoing wires up there, and I just thought, you know, embrace all the weirdness up there. It looks like it's intentional. At least that's how I felt. But
all right, Pi, show us how you cheated.
When you finished up, we had no more direct light coming in. We kind of just had that softer window light, and I thought it'd be fun to have this kind of like walking shot with her kind of having fun and playing.
Yeah, I mean, this just looks kind of garbage to me. Like
the lighting on her face is not flattering.
Tell me how you really feel.
It's like, first of all, it's all warped out, you know? I don't get these ultra wide angle shots. I mean, her pose looks okay, but her facial expression looks weird, and then the
raw file.
The lighting on her looks weird, and then you got like dead plant leaves on the right. You got frumpy looking pillows on the
You can fix the
chair.
dead plant leaves in post. This is a raw file. I was also going to
I like to get it ready.
Yeah, that
That's
just feels
me,
like
I
you're
guess.
trying to fix stuff in post to like salvage an image rather than perfect an image
It
you're proud
doesn't
of.
matter. You rightfully realized this was a mistake and you made the change. So let's move on to the next shot.
I'm glad the audience gets to see this image.
The final shot is, I would say, by far my favorite of your three. Well, I've read some people on your Facebook saying that this cannot be your shot because you would never crop off someone's hands and arms like this.
Okay, so I guess they're talking about the crop as like her arm being concealed by the whatever.
Yep.
But the other thing they're saying is like that's got to be lead. Pi doesn't shoot like that. And in every one of my tutorials, I'm saying I love natural light, shoot natural light, find natural light. This exact shot is like the last post on my Instagram right now.
You say that, but you do pro photo B10 tutorials every day. So
I know, I
mean,
teach it all.
I know, you do it all.
Yeah, you didn't
so.
use a strobe the entire time.
Dropping
I don't
it.
like this depth of field in this image. And I think your girlfriend even said this. Like, there's something about the branches coming into her that are out of focus, but then stuff right behind those branches that are in focus that it's like the depth of field doesn't follow a nice line, and it's, I don't know, it just feels like something's on your lens.
Jumbled. I still like this shot, but I think my biggest issue is the composition. I feel like having all this space on the left is kind of weird, and then all the space above her head is kind of weird. Like I don't really get it. But I think by making this a vertical image and cropping it something like that, I love that. Pi, you did some pretty heavy retouching. I mean, you said you didn't go into Photoshop, but there's more retouching in this image than either of ours.
This is all done in Lightroom. All in all, it was about 5 minutes.
At times, I look at mine and I'm like, it's my least favorite. I think I lost this fair and square. And then at other times, I look at mine and I'm like, no, there's a lot more technical stuff going on here that makes it interesting rather than just shooting through plants like you always do, or how Patrick shoots a girl in front of a cable box. Like, why would you do that? So I keep jumping back and forth in my mind to literally each one of you guys winning. And so I don't feel strongly at all about this one.
I genuinely think you won.
You think I won?
I think you won.
Well,
Did
why
you
don't
see
we
your crop?
Why don't we stop speculating and let's click the view results?
Just
Oh
like I said.
my gosh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding
I'm back
me?
in it, baby. I'm back in it. I was prepared to not only not get first, I was prepared to get third by a long shot. But that happened to Patrick.
16%, that's the worst ever.
You had
Patrick got destroyed.
How in the world? What is wrong with our community?
All right, let's go down to the next poll where people try to guess who took what.
So almost 50% of the audience thinks that I took your photograph.
There you
So 12% of people got the correct order. Pi shot white, Lee red, Patrick green. Wow. I felt like everyone's gonna know who took what. I was joking. I was saying Pi's got the airy natural lit shot. I got the more catalog fashion shot, and then Lee has the horrible shot.
Well, Lee, if
But
you look,
nobody picked them correctly, and I'm
almost 46% thought Lee shot the green dress.
like, dude, I beat you so many times.
You lost 6 times
Yeah.
to me in 2 competitions.
Dude,
Lee's won.
all that's in the past. I beat Mike Kelly at his own game. I beat Pi Jerza at his own game. I beat Patrick at his own game.
We'd have to be shooting a wedding.
I'm the best photographer in the world. Now you guys can battle for who is not the worst photographer in the world. I'll film it. I can host it, whatever you want me to do. I just don't want to battle anymore for a while. I'm gonna like take it easy, enjoy being on top for a while.
I don't think Lee's image is like, it's like Lee is out there crafting all this stuff and doing algorithms, and he figured,
Dude,
it was like
I was doing it in my mind,
he
though.
bounced the light off the ceiling and then was like,
there's
maybe I
so
should
much
point it at
more.
her.
No, there's a lot more going on. There was so much more. I tried to explain it to you, just couldn't understand.
All right.
All right, guys, let's
up.
wrap this up. I am back on top as the world's greatest photographer. I think we can all agree on that. And
World class.
If you'd like to check out some tutorials that we've made at Fstoppers, you can head over to fstoppers.com/store. We've done tutorials with a range of different photographers.
All of them better than us.
Yeah, except I've taught a few of them myself. So if you're really excited to learn from me, like check those out. Pi, actually, you did a few that are on our store.
Yeah.
One of the big ones was Lightroom tutorial, where it's like insanely long and detailed. So if you want your images to lose, definitely buy that. We will see you guys next time.